Welcome back to Glam with Neat, guys. Hello to my Glam squad. Thanks for coming back for another video. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you like. So today we are doing story time, guys, and I wanted to do this story because I have been delivered, guys. I have been delivered. And I'm going to tell you what I have been delivered from. I have been delivered. My deliverance is from being with other women. Okay? I know you are shocked. Wow, what? Yes. So, I'm 44 now. We're going to go all the way back, guys, when I was 25 years old. I had just got out of a previous relationship with my baby father. I just had my son. My son was 1 year old. Me and my son's father had the best relationship ever. If he wasn't a drunk, I would have married him. He would have been my husband, guys. But the devil was busy. He made sure I would not get married because men have failed me miserably. Time after time after time after time. From abuse to mental abuse, physical abuse, everything. But this particular guy that I had my son by, he was not abusive. He was just an alcoholic, and he was a different person when he drank. It was like he was so charming and everything when he was sober. Like, it was perfect. If I start dancing, he start dancing. Like, it was a whole vibe. Like, it was everything. So, he started really drinking, and I really started seeing who he really was and stuff like that. And he didn't treat me the same. And it was really bad. His family loved me. Like, his mom loved me still to this day. It was a beautiful relationship without the alcohol. Okay? So, now what I'm getting ready to say is, I'm like, you know what? I had gotten to the point where my heart had been broke so much in my life. I was just over it, guys. I was like, you know what? It seemed like men is just failing me and failing me and failing me. Now, a little background of my family. I have a lot of gay people in my family. My aunts are gay. Two of my aunts are gay. My mom has been gay for many years. And I remember when I was a little girl crying, writing my mother letters like, Mommy, please don't be gay. Please, I want you to have a husband. Like, I had the spirit of God in me young. Like, I knew the right way in my heart. I'm not judging anybody about their lifestyle, but what I'm saying is that in my heart, and what God put in my heart was to have a family, a husband, and, just live how he wanted me to live as an individual. So, somewhere along the line, during my heartbreaks, I lost sight of that because I was getting hurt so much, and I'm just like, I'm a good person, I'm a good woman. I can be a little mouthy sometimes, but for the most part, I'm a good woman. Like, I stay at home. I know how to pamper. I know how to cook. I know how to make you laugh. Like, I'm a good woman. I don't run the streets. I raise my children. I'm very family oriented. And a lot of good qualities. I have them alongside of me being a little mouthy sometimes, But God is working on that. So, long story short, it was back in the day, it was something called the chat line. And some of you guys probably even know, you get on the chat line, you leave a message, they leave a message in your box, whatever the case may be, and you like, okay, so I'm on there, and I leave my little intro, I'm curious how it is to be with a woman and everything. So I said, I'm going to try it one time. It was just something that I was just going to try. I just wanted to see how it was. What was the big hype about it? Why was my family gay? I was curious. So I got online and, I met a couple women, like 3 of them, and it was cool, whatever. It didn't feel funny to be around gay people. I mean, I got gay people in my family, so it didn't make me feel awkward or nothing like that. It was just I was a little shy because I had never been in a situation with a woman or whatever. I was always with men. So I met this one girl that I really, really liked a lot. Um, I really liked her a lot, and then I end up finding out she had a girlfriend, and her girlfriend ended up calling my phone and saying she lived with me, we lived together, blah blah blah. So I'm like, dang, it ain't no different, really no different over here on this side. I should have ran in. So then after that, God was saying, no, 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 this is not it. This is not the way. No. So then I met this other girl, and was crazy about her. She was in love with her ex, and I stood around and waited for that to be over, which was very disheartening and very heartbreaking for me because I end up falling in love with the girl. I'm like, wow, I was supposed to just sleep with this girl, go about my business. I end up falling in love with the girl. So we end up I end up falling in love. She wasn't in love. She used to come and go. We would have plans to watch movies and stuff like that. As soon as the ex called, she would run and leave. I remember one time crying on the floor, y'all. I was at my lowest, y'all. I was so insecure and so vulnerable. Now that I look back at that part of my life, I was a mess. I remember laying on the floor crying. Like, you said we was going to watch movies together. Why are you leaving? Please don't go. Please don't go. Like, I was so vulnerable, guys. And it was sad. And you know what she did? She stepped over my laying in the body floor, crying my eyes out, begging her not to leave. She stepped over me, closed the door. When she got to her car, she called my phone and said, "You can lock your door." And I cried even more. And I was like, wow, I thought she was calling to say, don't cry. It's okay. I'll be back. She was more harsher than the guys that I had dealt with. I was like, wow, what have I got myself into? So that was red flags right there. I'm like, wow, what am I doing? What am I doing? So I started meeting other people. Like, we would hang out. I was drinking. Like, I was just all the way out in the wilderness, guys. Like, I was everywhere. Like, I was trying to do everything to get my mind off of her. I was hanging out with gay homegirls, hanging out at the clubs, like having people over my house. Like, I was all over the place, guys. So after she, I was going back and forth with her, in and out, on and off with her until she felt like she wasn't in love with her ex anymore, and she finally let her ex go. Or let me say her ex finally let her go, because that's probably how it really went. Her ex probably finally let her go, and then I was the chosen one after that, but I was never the chosen one to begin with, okay? So, nope, I'm on the phone. Go ahead out. So what I'm going to say now is that on and off has been a journey. So on and off, it was a journey. I did some things. It was like when she was ready to love me, I was over it. I was over it. I loved her, but I was over it. Like, I had fallen out of love with her. Like, I wasn't really into her like how I was in the beginning. She really hurt me, and she hurt me to the core. And I let her look so good in front of everybody. I let her look good in front of the family. I let her look good. Nobody knows my pain of this relationship because I just let her live her best life and just talk bad about me, talk down on me. I did this, I did that. I never even really talked about what led up to anything that I have ever done to her. Ever. I cheated on her one time. She never let it go. After her treating me like crap in the beginning. And then finally we was just on and off for 21 years, guys. For 21 years, it has been an on and off situation. All the way to the point where now we share a son together who is now 4 years old. Okay? So we were supposed to have been riding off into the sunset together 4 years ago. We were supposed to get married. We were supposed to raise our son together. We were supposed to just ride off into the sunset. And had I paid attention to the flags, the red flags back then, I would not be hurt again 21 years later. You have to listen to the red signs, the red flags, guys, because it shows you what a person is really about. If a person talk a lot and their actions don't really follow what they talk about, they're little red flags that you must follow, because if they do that about little things and little situations, you already know how it's going to be with big things. And I should have known that she just really wasn't family oriented when I met her. She didn't even come over when my son was in my bed. Like, if my son was in my bed, she wouldn't come over. She would come over on a day he was sleeping in his own bed. Like, it was flags. And the previous girlfriend was like, what? Yeah, kick her to the curb, and I ain't really listen, because normally when you person come into your life, they take you and your children on. They really wholeheartedly love them. Well, my kids, for her, was a project. And it was like, you know what? If I gotta be with her, then I gotta accept these bastards. That's how she really felt about them. Like, I gotta really accept these babies or whatever. I gotta accept these children because they come with her. I really wish she didn't have no kids, but since she got some kids, it was a project for her. Basically, it was a project. She never really wasn't into my children like that. Until we had the 4-year-old that we have now, the one that she wholeheartedly loves so much, and like, that's his other mommy. So after the plan was get pregnant. Okay, tell her be nice. Go ahead, tell Homie. Okay, tell Homie to be nice. So that was my 4-year-old. So the goal was to have the baby, get married, move, into the house, and raise our son together. Send him off into a nice school and stuff like that. And guess what? I looked up, guys, and it was 3 years later. I had no ring, no engagement, let alone a courthouse marriage, nothing. I had nothing. So I'm like, what is going on? In my mind, I'm like, does she really love me? Is she really still here for me? Or is she just here because of the baby? We wasn't having sex anymore. We wasn't intimate anymore. Like, we was just like homegirls. She on her side of the bed, I'm on my side of the bed. Like, it was no intimacy on either part by either party. And I'm like, this relationship is dead. It's gone. It's over. Like, once the intimacy and stuff leave, like, basically it's over. So I'm like wondering, like, what is going on? I'm in a relationship and I'm lonely as hell. I'm on the phone, Bonk. Hold on for a second. Let me finish recording. I'm coming. Go sit down. So I'm like, I'm lonely as hell in this relationship. Like, I am lonely. I'm crying at night in the bed, tears rolling down my face. I'm sad all the time. She don't even notice. The sad part about it is that I even noticed that she looked unhappy. But she didn't notice that I looked unhappy because the only person that she was worrying about in the room was herself. So her and my daughter wasn't getting along. And, things like that, it happens in relationships when you with somebody. Like, everybody don't always get along. But, but they get through it. When they love each other, they get through it, And, well, long story short, we didn't get through it. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I need peace in my life. I have real bad anxiety. I have real bad panic attacks. And I'm just like, I just can't do it. I can't do it no more. So I was just like, well, maybe we can be in a relationship. Maybe we just don't need to live together. Maybe us living together just not going to work because my daughter is back home. and I just need peace, because if I'm not into a peaceful situation, it sends me into a real, real bad panic attack. So I'm like, okay, maybe we can just be together, not live together. So she ended up moving out. And then, the shade came. When you love a person, the shade don't never come. Even when y'all going through something, y'all just try to keep it cordial and stuff like that. So for a long time, the shade came. She wouldn't come in. When she come and pick up our son, she would stand on the porch and stuff like that. She start acting and moving different. And that's okay. That's fine. So, while that was taking place, you know what? God tapped me on my shoulder and said, Monica, I need you over here. I need you over here, baby. I need you. You're looking for the world to save you. You're looking for the world to love you. You want people to come in and make you happy, complete you. And I'm not allowing that to happen, because you have to be happy and complete yourself first. Before I send you who I want you with for the rest of your life, which is not her. And I said, wow, it can't be her, because she would have married me the minute I was going to have a baby. She would have ran me to the courthouse, baby, in a t-shirt if she had to. So I'm like, that's right. That's true. Wow. It was shocking me, because I was like, wow, I didn't even think about this. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Wow, I didn't think about that. But I've been in the wilderness for 21 years. Wrestling with being bisexual. And when I go back to the core of who I am, I never wanted to be with a woman. So the devil have had a ball with me. He have had a ball with me. And I even got to the point where, I was crying every night. Like, I was trying to get it together, because this is the one person that I was with, that I was used to being with. But I had to tell myself that I had to choose God. And I choose God, and I chose God. And it was a hard sacrifice. And I know God is happy with me, because the decision was not easy. And He likes sacrifices that mean something. If you sacrifice something you really don't care about, it really doesn't matter. But if you sacrifice something that means everything to you, it matters a lot. Because when you choose God, He knows that He matters more. And I did that. I chose God, and I have been walking with God, guys, ever since then. I have been celibate, single, focusing on my journey with God only, learning to love myself. And it's been challenging. I'm not going to say that it's easy, because it's not. It's a change for me. It's a hard change, because I'm used to doing what I want to do, and now I feel like a little girl obeying her father. God said no. I can't do it. Somebody said, you want some wine? You want a drink? No, thank you. No, I can't do it. You want to go out to the bar, to the club? No, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I want to do everything that God wants me to do. I want to be in the will of God's life for my life. That's it. If it's not His will for my life, I don't want it. I don't. And I still go through to this day, because we share a son, and we still debating. We still back and forth. Like, even after the relationship is over, nothing's changing. Even in the friendship mode, it's like she just stuck in her ways. And when a person is stuck in their ways, they're gonna always be stuck in their ways. That's who they are, and that's okay. I'm coming. So some people just don't bend. They don't break no matter what you say. And I'm just so happy that I'm not like that, because I just feel like when you like that, God can't truly reach you. And if he's tapping you and you so caught up in your own ways, you'll never feel his tap, or you'll never hear him calling your name. And I don't want to be like that. I want to hear when God is talking to me. I want to hear when God is tapping me on my shoulder. And when God is just trying to love me, he's trying to love me and show me what it is to be loved. And I don't need a person to validate who I am. I loved her. I was going to marry her. I was going to go against what I know I believe. And I was going to marry this woman, guys. And God said no. No. Baby, I had cheated on her. I ended up proving my whole life to her. Like, after the years of what I did to her, like, I proved everything right. Like, I was a different woman. I changed. Like, baby, I was going to be a whole wife. You hear me? Like, I really was. And I'm just like, wow, I'm really ready to be getting married. We really ready to do this. God said, tap, 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 tap. Monica, I need you over here. You ain't marrying nobody. No, you're not. And he was tapping her on her shoulder too, like tap, 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 tap. Don't marry her. Don't you do it. We are all God's children. And he was telling her not to marry me. And I respect her for obeying him. He was telling her not to do it. And I finally got a ring. She finally gave me a ring. After the relationship was over. I was like, I can't do it no more. And I'm not. I remember crying, y'all, in the store. She was like, I'm going to go out with my coworkers. I'm going to watch the game with my coworkers. And I was crying because I didn't want her to go, because I had put myself back in a vulnerable situation, and I had allowed her back in my heart all the way wholeheartedly. So I was crying because I didn't want her to go out. And it was funny to her. I could see the smirk on her face. And when I seen the smirk on her face, I could see the devil in her. Like the devil was having a ball with me. And I was like, oh, hell no. Like, it was a news flash. It was a wake up for me. I'm like, am I crying about her going out? She would go get tickets to crab feasts. Guess who wouldn't be invited? Guess who wouldn't be invited, y'all? You would think somebody that's in a relationship would get 2 tickets to a crab feast for them and their woman. I ain't had one. She went to that crab feast alone by herself. That was real mean. Why would you do that? So I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing a voiceover, and I should have just did the video because they still out. Go sit down. So, like I was saying, guys, I wasn't invited to the crab feast. And I was sad about it. I was like, she don't want to show me off. She won't post me on her social media. When she posts pictures, she only posts pictures of our son. My whole Facebook page was about me, her, and our son. Like, my whole everything. Like, I post pictures about us all the time. Christmas pictures, Easter, everything. She was all over my social media. And I was nowhere on hers. And this is funny because when we was in a relationship, one of the times before we had broken up, when we was in a relationship, she would just go to work, come home. It was all about me and her. This was before we had our son. And it's so crazy because she wasn't like really, wrapped up into the bus company like that. Like, she wasn't, her coworkers really wasn't, her friends like that. And then when I came back, it was like, we family. This is my family. Like, they was everything to her. Like, it was like she was brainwashed by her employees, her co-workers. It was like she was brainwashed. Like, they was everything to her. They was everything to her, to the point where I was on the back burner. Like, she was yelling, "I love you," to coworkers. Like, I mean, she was yelling, "I love you," and I was like, "I love you." Like, I love you, Bookie. I love you this, I love you, I love you. I'm like, oh wow. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been gone too long. Um, and it was just, it was no respect anymore for me. It was all about the coworkers, and she probably slept with a couple coworkers. That's why I probably couldn't go to the crib feast. And all the way to this day, my son come home talking about somebody like she's my best friend, somebody that's at her job, somebody that she spent a lot of time with. And I'm happy for her. Be happy, because I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back to the relationship ever. I don't want the relationship. It's over for me. I wasn't happy. I was lonely. I appreciate everything she did for me in my life, but I'm never going back. So I'm happy she's happy. But I'll tell you one thing. Whoever she chooses to be with in a relationship, I need to meet them if they're going to be around my son. That's just it. And it's probably a coworker. It's probably who my son always say, that's my best friend. He knew everything about her. And then the other day, she was on FaceTime with her other mommy, and it was after 9 o'clock at night, and they turned the camera. He ended up turning the camera around, which probably shocked everybody. Saying hello to Miss Such and Such, telling my mother to say hello to the woman that was there at her house after 9 o'clock at night. So that goes to show you right then and there that there's something going on, and that's fine, and I'm happy for her. But whoever she choose to be with and choose to be around my son, I will have to meet them. Because people are killing people's children now. People can't be trusted now. And yeah, I need to meet anybody that's going to be in my son's life. So if you're serious with somebody, I need to, meet them. And I'm going to be telling her that very, very soon. That if she chooses to be in a relationship with somebody, whoever's going to be around my son, I need to meet them so I can know that everything is okay. And I need to know who they is. I need to know what their face look like. Because everybody seems to know what my face look like, but I don't know what anybody else's face look like. So, with that being said, I'm happy for her. I'm glad she's moving forward. I'm glad she's moving on in her life. I'm happy for her that she has, people that want to entertain her. Me, on my part, I have nobody around my son. I'm not seeing anybody. I'm not dating anybody. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not texting anybody. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm doing the Lord's will. That's what I'm doing. My focus is on God. All the time. I'm waking up in the morning. I'm singing gospel music. In the middle of the day, I'm reading my Bible. In another part of the day, I'm watching the Word online. And God is on my mind. So I don't have people on my mind right now. And I'm at a point in my life I don't want people on my mind. I'm too old to be dating different people and all that. I don't have time for that. The next person I meet, I'm definitely getting married. If marriage ain't in the goal for the person, guess what? We ain't in the goal. It's just that simple. So the next person I end up with, y'all, I will be walking down the aisle. Okay? Period. And yes, it will be a man. I will be marrying a man. When it is time. When it is time for me to say I do, it will be with a man. Not with a woman. Why? Because I've been delivered. I have been delivered. I will not be with another woman. I won't. Under no circumstances. At all. No way, shape, or form. And right now, my focus is God. That's it. And I don't even know, maybe, and the crazy part about it is that, y'all, is that everybody not called to be married. Everybody's not called to be married. And I just might be one of them that's not called to be married. We never know. We don't know until in the end. We don't know if we're called to be married or not. But everybody is not. It says it in the word that everybody is not called to be married. And if I have to be single for the rest of my life, I don't have a problem with that, guys. I don't have a problem with it at all. I don't even crave sex. I don't even think about it. Like, I guess when your mind is on God, all that other stuff just like in the back of your mind is in the back of your head. You don't even really, baby, what you feed, it will grow. And baby, I'm feeding my spirit, okay? So all that other stuff, I don't even think about it. I'm ready to start dressing different, guys. I'm ready to start doing modesty dressing. I'm getting ready to just fix myself up, get myself together, dress how a woman's supposed to dress, no cleavage out, just nice, pretty, professional clothes, just nice clothes where God can look down and be like, yes, that's my daughter, that's my daughter. But my hair look really, really nice. It's a nice wig. It's okay. But um, I'm excited about my journey, y'all, and it's been a process. It's been hard. It has. It's been hard for me, but I'm doing it with God right there by me. God on my side. It's a transitioning, and transitioning is not easy. It don't always feel good, and I'm being transitioned, into the woman that God wants me to be, and I'm never going to stop, guys. My journey has begun. My Christian journey has begun, and I will not stop ever. I will never stop again. I've been hurt badly every time I was out in the wilderness, and I just don't want to be out there no more. And I refuse not to. I'm praying really, really hard on my smoking. God is dealing with me with that so I can stop smoking. And baby, it's about to be everything, because I have so much peace in my life, and baby, the happiness and stuff is gonna come. It's coming. And I'm excited about it, guys. I hope y'all like this install. I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. But I have been delivered, guys, from being bisexual. By being gay, guys. I have been delivered. I'm so grateful to God that He delivered me. And when you are His children, He will do that. He will reach down and He will get you from wherever you're at. He will. He will do that. And He did. And I'm so grateful to Him for that. I'm so grateful. Am I still attracted to people? Well, I'm not blind. I'm not blind, so clearly I can see, but I choose to live my life right. I choose to live my life right. I choose to do God's way. You know, um, that's the only way, is God's way. So I'm getting ready to stop talking now because I feel like I've been talking forever, guys. Hope y'all enjoy story time. Let me know if you would like more story time. The journey of my life and what I've been through. I didn't really get into depth, into details, but yeah, y'all get the memo and y'all get how I've been delivered. Okay, I've been delivered, guys. I'm single, and no, I'm not ready to mingle because I'm never mingling. God gonna be like, baby, you about to get married, and that's just how that's gonna go. Sound crazy, but baby, I'm just crazy. I'm crazy enough to believe that God will do it, baby. Okay, but right now my focus is God, my relationship with Him, and the mission is to get this spirit right. Okay, and just bask in the Lord, honey. It's the most beautifulest feeling ever. Enough is nothing like it. It's nothing like it ever in life. Like, oh my goodness, I just be so filled up, guys. And think about all the times that He saved me and just everything, baby. I should have been dead by now, honey. But I'm not. I'm still here because He is not done with me yet, okay? And I'm so grateful. I really, really am, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking like I said now, and I just play probably a little bit of music for the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if y'all enjoyed the story time. I love you. Bye, guys.